It's the NFL's greatest season ever on home video. We've taken the best of the best to bring you NFL football that'll grab your gut and cling to your memory. It's like the greatest to the third power. 3 volumes of NFL's greatest ever videos packed in one full-strength gift set. The plays, the players, and the game. This collection, hosted by Steve Sable, offers the greatest catches, throws, tackles, players, performances, and much more. How much greatness can you handle? Team, nice concept, in life and on the field. The ones you stick by. Here are all the moments you most want to remember from the '94 season. 28 NFL teams, 28 NFL team videos, plus 2 expansion teams.
Hi there.
We're all a little nosy. Football's a vocal game. And we don't mean play-by-play commentary. And just what is it that the players are shouting at each other?
Hey, baby! We're gonna be here all day, baby!
Intimidation can be more than physical. Words push their weight around, on and off the field. We've grabbed the choicest sound bites so you can experience football as you've never heard it before. In NFL Turf Talk, the 100 greatest sound bites of the NFL.
Okay. This isn't college. You're not at a home conference.
I understand.
This is NFL, which stands for not for long when you make them calls.
Yeah.
I'll be selling groceries.
This is 50 minutes of impact, the pure muscle of the game. Schwarzenegger saving the universe. Hey, you tackle problems every day. It feels good to watch someone else do the impossible for a change. It's NFL's 100 greatest tackles. This is going to be the high point of the season. Nothing comes near it, and you'll want to see it again. Superheroes, Superpower. Coming in February on video, Super Bowl 30. You know when good just doesn't come near it, and great is only halfway there. We're talking the greatest. Be sure to own the greatest season ever on home video from Polygram Video and NFL Films. Emerging to face the challenges of a new season, the 1994 New Orleans Saints came armed with a rekindled enthusiasm.
Game day, baby. Beginning of a new thing here for us.
But instead of making some long-awaited waves in the postseason, the Saints were engulfed by rough seas, not having experienced a sub-500 season since 1986. New Orleans' encounter with this uncharted territory brought with it the sting of disappointment and the bitter taste of defeat. Yet, out of the confusion, the Saints forged onward through the darkness and found themselves back on course, winning 3 of their final 4 games, all on the road. And while their late-season push for the playoffs was finally dashed in Week 16, New Orleans continued to look towards the horizon. In the season finale against Denver, playing for nothing more than pride, the Saints showed just how far they had come as they finally put it all together in one impressive display. The Saints' high-octane passing attack torched the Broncos.
Everett rolling right, throwing. The catch is made by Haynes, and that's a touchdown.
While their swarming defense stuffed Denver's counterattack. The aerial barrage continued.
Second quarter, Saints leading. Everett guns it over the middle. Small makes the catch. He's running away from folks to the 10. 5. He's in for the touchdown. Torrance Small turns on the afterburners and streaks through the Broncos secondary for a 36-yard touchdown.
Paced by Torrance Small's career-high 200 yards receiving, the Saints delivered the knockout punch with number 83's second touchdown of the day.
Everett guns it over the middle, and Small's got it again. It's another foot race, and he may go. He's to the 25, the 20, the 10, the 5. He's going all the way for the Saints touchdown.
The season finale delivered a resounding message. That mediocrity is not tolerated in New Orleans. For the Saints, the resurgence will continue with a focus on winning. Superdome was greeted by old faces mixed with some new ones. But certainly head coach Jim Mora's biggest gamble was bringing in longtime rival Jim Everett to conduct his offense. At age 31, critics claimed that Everett's best years were behind him. But this durable veteran showed no signs of slowing down. Proving that his previous season's passing numbers were no more than an aberration, Everett regained the form that makes him one of the NFL's most dangerous passing threats. Assimilating himself quickly with his teammates, Everett found an arsenal of weapons at his disposal. Everett's quick reads helped account for 348 points, the most for the Saints since 1989. How did Everett's numbers stack up? Number 17 set new team standards for both passing attempts and completions. His quarterback rating of 84.9 is now the highest in club history, and he eclipsed Archie Manning's old mark by throwing for 3,855 yards.
1st and 10 from the 17. Everett's going to throw it to the goal line. It's caught. Irv Smith, touchdown Saints. Play action thrown over the middle, and it is caught by Irv Smith for a touchdown in the back of the end zone.
One of Everett's favorite targets was another old nemesis of the Saints, former Falcon receiver Michael Haynes. Number 81 arrived in New Orleans complete with the big play ability that the Saints had long coveted. Renowned for his knack of picking up yards after the catch, Haynes delivered as promised.
He throws it downfield. It is caught. Touchdown, Michael Haynes!
Haynes led the team with 985 yards receiving on a career-best 77 receptions.
Everett looking to throw, wants it all into the end zone, and it is caught by Michael Haynes.
Joining Haynes on the flanks was 7-year veteran Quinn Early. Number 89 enjoyed career highs with 894 yards receiving, and his 82 receptions was tops on the team.
Play action, Everett to throw again into the end zone. The catch is made. That's a touchdown to Quinn Early. Ready to go from the 4. Everett will throw it wide open for the touchdown, Quinn Early. Here come the Chargers again. Everett throws it into the end zone. Wide open is Early. Touchdown save.
The tandem of Haynes and Early finished the season as the most productive in club history, a feat worth flipping over. Another welcome addition was free agent Wesley Walls. Hardly used in San Francisco, Walls accounted for 38 catches and 4 touchdowns.
Looks, throws into the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown by Wesley. Here's Everett gunning it into the end zone, and it is caught by Wesley Walls on a diving fingertip reception in the back of the end zone. What a catch!
Another reason for optimism in New Orleans is the arrival of rookie running back Mario Bates. A second-round steal out of Arizona State, Bates stepped into the scene in Week 11 against Atlanta. His debut was more than a success, as Bates torched the Falcons for 141 yards on 22 carries and a pair of touchdowns.
Bates gets it, sweeping left. He's inside the 5, fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans! I think we found us a running back. I think you're right. He'll give it off to Bates. He stops, he looks, he dives, he's to the goal line. He's in for the touchdown! The Saints have tied this game.
The 4th rookie in as many years to lead the Saints in rushing. The hope in New Orleans is that Bates will put an end to that trend. The 6'1", 217-pound Bates combines ideal size with excellent speed, which should allow him to be a mainstay in the Saints' backfield. His 6 touchdowns, scored in only 7 games, led the squad, and Bates could become the perfect complement to the Saints' passing game for years to come. Of course, the best backfield is powerless without a solid foundation up front, and with an offensive line manned by Jim Dombrowski, Chris Port, Richard Cooper, and Jeff Ulenake, the Saints were afforded that luxury. But one member of the front 5 is rising to new levels. In only his 2nd season, tackle William Rofe has become one of the NFL's premier linemen. Combining quickness and agility, extremely rare in a lineman so large, Rofe controlled the line against the best in the league and was rewarded by being named to the NFC Pro Bowl squad. Rofe's punishing blocks paved the way to the end zone on more than one occasion. With Rofe and a strong supporting cast, the future of the Saints' offense indeed looks bright. It's week 14, and the Saints are en route to Los Angeles with a record of 4-8. A playoff spot doesn't seem to be in the cards, but the Saints certainly haven't given up. Upon arrival in Southern California, the attitude is all business. A special teams meeting at the hotel briefs the players on the pregame strategy.
Very good middle block team. Field goal protection. Very good quickness off the football. All right.
A mock score welcomes the Saints to Anaheim Stadium as the players and coaches head for the locker room on game day. Inside, preparations are as different and unique as the players. Equipment is ready for each player, while some make custom adjustments on their own. Some apply tape as the shoes are distributed. Others, meanwhile, seem oblivious to everything. Center Jeff Ulenake is shown the wireless microphone he'll wear during the game. Fully dressed, the players head to the field for pregame drills. Jim Everett takes the opportunity to exchange greetings with some former teammates, while Jeff Ulenake and teammates seize the moment to test out his microphone.
Hey, Uli, maybe one of these girls will date you.
Did you get that, guys? Who do you think has better cheerleaders, the Rams or the Raiders?
Rams.
By far. Ain't even close.
Hey, Uli, use the word Isthmus in a sentence.
This must be Christmas.
Everybody got any questions?
Nope.
Let's kick off, kick ass.
Play ball. Go, 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 go.
The game begins with a defensive stop by the Saints, but the ensuing punt buries New Orleans on their own half-yard line, setting up an improbable drive.
99.5 yards.
Well, you cannot start with worse field position than the Saints.
The drive will set the stage for the entire game.
Punch left. 15 man on one.
Second and a long 9 as Everett rolls to his right in the end zone, still rolling right, dumps it off downfield. The catch is made.
That's a catch, hell yeah.
Mario Bates is back in there along with Lorenzo Neal. Play action. Everett with the ball on his hip. That's what he's going to do. Downfield, and the catch is made. Yes, a diving reception.
Ram it.
The Rams soon get their first taste of Mario Bates.
Backs in an eye. The tailback Bates will get it behind the block of Neal. He's inside the 20. He's to the 10. He's going to score for the Saints. A 26-yard touchdown romp for Mario Bates.
Did that look easy or what? Woo!
The drive is especially sweet for one Jim Everett.
That's what we needed right there, baby. 99. 99 and a half. 99 and a half. Don't forget that half. I was, but
It was too late.
he was off, then he came on.
hit,
Plus,
yeah,
he was kind of in the gap.
Yeah.
But I could have off-angled it easily. He should have done it.
And then I
But
just
we
stayed
went
close.
99 and a half yards for a touchdown, so what the hell. Good touchdown, man. Let's go. Touchdown.
Let's take care of business now. One now, one. Nero right. Yo, 14. Crunch on one. Ready?
Right. All right, I like it. One.
Just in case once wasn't enough, the Saints unleash Bates again.
Everett hands it to Bates, looking for running room right side. Low shoulder. He's going to be in again.
Letting number 24 go for the hat trick, Bates gets the call and the ball one more time.
Bates with another attempt at his third touchdown. Yes, indeed, over the left side and in.
Up 21-7, and not wanting to be left out of his own homecoming, Everett decides to go for the jugular against his old team.
Here's Everett. He's going to throw it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michael Haynes! It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in L.A.
The Saints' dominating performance preempts a joyous locker room.
Hey, listen. Hey, that's a hell of a win now, and I know I say that whenever we win, but I guarantee you that was a hell of a win to come out here and beat these guys, all right? Now, I'll tell you what set the tone. That 99-plus drive, that first drive.
I want to say thanks, you guys, and I want you to know at 11 o'clock tomorrow, Manos on me.
Is that a reward or a punishment? Is that a Hey, the big high-priced quarterbacks I know buy watches and like that. Hey, what do you say we put 2 in a row this year?
A long flight home is now made much shorter with a convincing victory.
James Brown, baby, younger days, James Brown. Hey, that's just a bunch of player haters. They're player hating me. James, please.
You gonna run this next week though? When we go to Atlanta and play Atlanta? Well, tell Andre, I'm coming now.
Coming off their impressive victory in Los Angeles, the Saints take their road show to Atlanta, looking for a royal flush of the season series against their divisional rivals. Armed with fresh confidence from the previous week, the Saints came out smoking, with defensive back Vince Buck delivering the opening salvo. While the Falcons' attack was grounded for much of the day, the Saints' offense was firing away on all cylinders. First, softening up Atlanta's defense on the ground, and then taking to the air. As was the case in Los Angeles, another first-year Saint had some unfinished business with his old team.
Everett wants to throw. Haynes makes the catch, and he breaks the tackle. He may go all the way. 30, 20, he won't be caught. Happy homecoming, Michael Haynes. A 78-yard touchdown strike.
As usual, Haynes was complimented by Quinn Early.
Everett will throw the fade for Early. He's got it for the touchdown. Over DJ Johnson for the touchdown, and the Saints pad their lead.
Needing some insurance late in the game, the Saints called upon the most reliable policy in franchise history. And the venerable Morton Anderson looked to do it one more time.
Here's the snap. Barnhart does get it down. Anderson has it airborne, and it is perfect.
The Saints' 3 road victories in December indicated the foundation was in place on which to build the next piece of the championship puzzle. Traditionally, New Orleans' forte has been its strength on the defensive side of the ball. In 1994, however, the Saints would seek help from almost anywhere to restore its former dominance. The building blocks for a revitalized defense do exist. Number 93, Wayne Martin, continued to establish himself as one of the most reliable defensive ends in the NFL. Martin's explosion off the line often left offensive guards grabbing at his shirt tails as he blew by. In his 6th season, Martin earned his first Pro Bowl trip, and by all indications, he should be making several trips back to Honolulu. In 1995, Ronaldo Turnbull will return to the line where his strength and quickness off the ball will be utilized in the Saints' new 4-3 defense. Another teammate who's always willing to lend a hand is the hard-hitting Vince Buck. The Saints free safety turned in a career-high 88 tackles, in addition to creating general havoc. Make no mistake about it, nothing came easy against New Orleans' defense.
Wants to throw a quick pass left side. It's Williams, and this is going to be a touchdown perhaps, and it is a touchdown New Orleans.
One Saint who was fast earning a reputation throughout the league as one of the most dangerous big play-making cornerbacks is Tyrone Hughes.
Ball is free, and it's picked up by Tyrone Hughes. He's going to win this foot race. 5, touchdown New Orleans.
Indeed, if number 33 somehow gets his hands on the ball, chances are pretty good that the score is about to change.
Handoff to Waters, and he drops the football. Tyrone Hughes picks it up, and here we go. 30, Young chases him, 40. Young misses him. It's Hughes in a foot race. Inside the 35, makes another move. He's to the 25, the 20. He's going to do it. He's going to score.
It's no wonder, then, that the Saints utilize Hughes in other areas, making the casual punt or kickoff a harrowing experience for the opposition. Hughes set or tied 15 team records and 6 NFL marks, including most kickoff return yards in the season with 1,556, and most kickoff returns and combined returns for touchdowns in a game with 2. And next time you hear number 33 deciding what he wants to do,
I think I'm good for 2 today. Kickoff return, punt return.
you might want to reconsider kicking his way. Case in point, Week 8 against the Rams.
Here's Zendejas kickoff. Tyrone Hughes from his own 9-yard line up to the 20, running to the far side. There's a seam. He's up to the 40. 2 men to beat. He's to the 40 of the Rams. 30, cuts it back. Still running. 10, 5, touchdown Saints! 92 yards for Tyrone Hughes.
And like lightning in a bottle, Hughes struck one more time.
Here's Zendejas kickoff. Tyrone Hughes from his own 3-yard line, straight ahead 10, 15, far sideline 20, up to the 30, up to the 40, and he's got Zendejas to beat. He may be going again. Tie on the fly. The daily double, folks. That's another touchdown and a kickoff return
the electrifying Tyrone Hughes would finish with an NFL record 347 total return yards. And with players of Hughes' caliber returning in 1995, the outlook for Jim Mora's Saints is brighter than ever. With the hard lessons of 1994 under their belts, the Saints confidently await the challenges of 1995. The basic pieces of the Saints puzzle were always there. And when they finally came together in December, New Orleans served notice that they had returned. With postseason aspirations revitalized, 1995 becomes the year of Saints resurgence.
Do you think on that Kaye to put Buck backside?
No, I can't because I knew 41 was coming.
Okay.
I wanted him blocked up.
Sure, sure.
Sprint right. Z flat on the ready two. Ready?
Right. Sprint right, ready two. Woo! All right, baby. See you, Mike.